Hello YouTube, this is Thomas Temma with part 2 of my homemade dual disc tutorial. So, I forgot to mention that, and I put it in the video description, that you will also need a ruler. Any type will do. So, how I usually make my dual disc first is I design the blade. Now, this is 22 inch by 28 inch or 55.9 centimeters times 71.1 centimeters, but you know, semantic of measuring. So you can do two ways about this. You can either make a dual disc blade with a straight edge or an angle, as you've seen through my main white dual disc. I always do it at an angle. Oh, and if you want to check out other dual discs that are like handmade, check out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Neo Duel. His dual discs are amazing, top tier. Would buy if he did like a shop or whatever, but that's just my opinion. Take a card, have it sleeve or junk or whatever, and we're going to make the spell and trap and extra monster zones. Now, this is a center layer, and as I stated, like at the end of my previous video, we're going to have a piece of cardboard. So happens I have one right here. That's going to be for layer. But this is going to be in the middle layer where you can have spell and traps be nice wedged in, as well as monsters from the extra deck or, you know, extra monster zone. So, take whatever card, put it in a good ways, and then sketch just a few, like maybe 1 or 2 centimeters around it, just enough to give it space. So, when you're finishing cut this out, you'll cut out the squares. And they can just slide right on in. And this is why, like, if you want to build something with the sleeve, just follow this step and just have whatever card you're using. Like, just have it be a junk card that you don't mind, like, any damage or whatever. And now, this part of the dual disc is done. We'll take our exacto knife or scissors and cut this out. And remember, if you're underage, get an adult who can help you with the exacto knife. And remember to be responsible. This is a dangerous thing, and don't cut yourself. There we go. The blade, nice and cut out. Now you're gonna have a whole bunch of chunk of foam board left over. Keep that. But for these little pieces, you can like toss away because there's no use for them. And now we're gonna work on the blade for the cardboard. Let me get that set up. Now, one of them is going to be used as a top layer and the other as a bottom layer. It doesn't matter which, so that way the brace can be sandwiched. So now I'm going to cut these out and I'll get back to you in a bit. Now, as you can see right here, I made 3 layers of the blade. The top layer is where we're going to put like our monsters, spells, traps, etc. The foam board layer, or the middle layer, is the brace that makes sure the cardboard won't just be flappy, but it'd be sturdy like a rock. And this is just going to be the under layer for all the cards to be rested upon. So, what we're going to do is, and this is from my experience, this is what I like to do. We're going to take our scissors or exacto knife, cut this little crescent off, then cut the outlines of our spell and trap card zones and extra monster zones. So when that is done, we can take our bottom layer, like so, then trace the holes where the little markings are as a way of do not glue this area. So let's get started. Now, I probably stated in the previous part, but I got this piece of cardboard with the box from where I ordered the phone off of Amazon. So it's already good enough to use. That's just save expenses. So since we got the center piece of the blade done, or the braces I like to call it, professional prop makers or engineers can tell you what this piece technically is. We just take our pencil, we trace around it. When it's finished, it should look something like a skull topped with jagged teeth. As you see, this is what we were aiming for. Let me just get the last layer up here. It creates this thick layer using this card as a demo. It's nice, tucked in. Same thing. Extra monster zone. So now, we're going to remove this, take our pencil, draw the inside as do not glue area. Now with this all complete, we take our Gorilla Glue and glue all three pieces together. But be careful because it's Gorilla Glue and it's going to be sticky as hell. Make sure that's nice and rare. And that is the blade more or less done. Now, you may be wondering, why is there no monster zones? I usually keep it simple and create little slits, cutting clips of paper, and taping them on top. But we'll save that as the last part since that is simple. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 3 of the tutorial.